We've got one more book for you to check out before the summer break ends. On the day-to-day bookshelf this morning is Florida Palms by Joe Pan. It's got the name Florida in it, so it's already one of my favorites. It gives Sons of Anarchy vibes, though, if that gives you a hint at the genre. So joining me right now, thanks to the power of technology and Zoom, is the author of the book, Mr. Joe Pan himself. Good morning, Joe. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I'm happy to have you. We always love a good book on the bookshelf. We've got yours handy right here. Thank you for sending the copy in for us. Please, if you can, give our viewers just a brief synopsis without any spoilers, okay? Just a brief one.
Absolutely. So, Florida Palms is a coming of age story about a group of Florida kids. It takes place during the Great Recession. And these kids, they get pulled into a drug running operation started by one of their fathers, who's this surly, burly old biker who tried to go legit and failed.
Oh my gosh.
Basically, anybody who loves the Sons of Anarchy, if you love The Outsiders, Breaking Bad, if you're intrigued by Florida Man, this is the book for you.
It definitely sounds like it is going to keep some people on their toes if they turn the page. It sounds like a page turner too. Of course, with this theme and what you have going on, I mean, what inspired you to even write this tale?
Well, I grew up in Florida, and yeah, and there's a lot of interesting people there.
Yes.
The first chapter of the book, actually, I'll tell you about that. It actually came from a time in my life in my teens when I was invited to a biker party and met some really interesting characters there. So just to start it off, like my father was a jail guard. My grandparents all worked for NASA and the space industry in some way.
Oh, wow.
So I've seen both sides of those economic coins. So I went to this biker party, and there I met a philosophical biker who took photographs for biker magazines. I met a man who supposedly was a hitman who
Oh my
did the
God.
deed with a blow dart. I know, and I met a hippie girl I fell head over heels for.
That's quite the
So that's
party.
all. Yeah, it was quite a party, and so that actually you'll see elements of that in the first chapter of the
Yeah.
book, and it just gets wilder from there.
I can only imagine. I mean, you met some of these characters in person and probably caught somewhat of a vibe, but as you develop these characters and even the plot line, you know, what type of research went into the narrative?
Oh, a ton. So when I started this book, it was, over a decade ago, and there was less known about just the meth trade in general. So I was learning as I went along, and then after Breaking Bad came out and some other tales that deal in this genre, I was able to do even more research. I went down to Florida and visited a lot of the places again and stayed and talked to the people.
Yeah.
So a ton. This is a very research heavy book.
I love that so much. And it just gives, you know, it's a summer read, if you ask me, you know, Florida Palms, of course, and just thinking about all the things that you have going on in here with the trade. I mean, it's definitely going to be a page turner for the summer. You've still got time to go ahead and grab the book, folks. Don't be shy. I want to ask some of the other themes that people might be able to expect if they read the book.
So some of the other themes that you'll find in here are parental figures that are struggling and trying their hardest to create better situations for their kids. I really wanted to portray working class people with rich inner lives. So there's a lot of more philosophical moments and interior moments, but then you also have the fast pace thriller moments as well. And I just wanted to weld those together and really try to give people a book they'd have a really good time reading.
Absolutely, absolutely. We all love a good page turner, and I even want to touch on this a little bit. I mean, with this time period, we don't always pick up books, you know, with this as well. So is it because of experience, or did you, see stuff like this going on back in, 2009?
Yeah, so personally, I grew up in a household where my mother was living off $100 a month. And she had three kids to take care of, and I was responsible for taking care of my younger siblings, right? So I grew up in extreme poverty in Florida. And in 2009, during the Great Recession, when I go back home, for instance, my grandmother's house, was worth at the time like $90,000, and then suddenly it was worth $20,000, and the entire neighborhood was for sale
Oh my
because of the amount
gosh.
of foreclosures at the time. So you see this great turnover, you see people really struggling, trying to make ends meet, and so when I envisioned this book, it was really easy to set it into place where a lot of people didn't have options, and what options were suddenly available to them might not have been the most legal ones. And so you have to make tough decisions during this time.
Yeah.
And I have the kids doing that
The
and the
kids,
families, yeah.
yes, kids and families and making tough decisions, especially, you know, when everything's riding on it. It seems like, you know, you gotta make ends meet and get to the next day. Now, we couldn't give too many spoilers about the book, but if you don't mind us telling our viewers, this is becoming a TV series. I mean, that in itself deserves a round of applause, so congratulations to that. Tell us where it's being developed and how soon can people see it?
So it is still in development. I can't talk too much about it,
It's
but
okay.
we are working on the pilot with HBO right now. And the writer is Tom Bizzle. He's a wonderful writer. He wrote for Andor, if you like that. He's a short story writer and a novelist as well. And we're just having a really wonderful time. HBO's been super fantastic, and everybody involved. It's just a great team, and
Yeah.
it's totally unexpected. You never unexpected. You don't try to write toward these
Yeah.
things. Really, you try to write into deep character and things that really trouble you about the world. And if you get lucky, occasionally some of these things will come your way. So we're working on that.
I love it. Congratulations again. I mean, and you said HBO. I mean, I know it is going to be stellar. We might even have to bring you back when you're up for some awards. That's what it's giving. So please do not be a stranger. I mean, who do you eye playing some of these main characters as well? If you had your pick of the litter, who would you say?
Oh, that's one of the things I can't talk about.
Oh,
I
man.
thought about it though. But the
No.
thing is, you think about this, right? I mean, you don't expect any of this, but then once it starts to kind of happen, you're like, oh, who's this? You know,
Yeah.
is it going to be
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet? Who's it going to be in
Yes.
these characters in these roles? And you start thinking about some of the gruffer, wonderful character actors in the world and like where they'd fit into the plot. But the thing is, too, is that the television show is always different from the book, and
Yes.
so I cede a lot of that to the other creators, and I'm a voice in among many other voices in this way. So I have this book, which is mine, and I push really hard to like get all this down, and then it kind of, which is wonderful, it kind of expands beyond the book and becomes this other thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's so fun in that collaborative process to kind of watch that happen. I love like writing and doing what I do and for myself. But then there's this other element now. There's this other way of doing things, and I'm learning how to do that. And it's so much fun. It's just great. It's
I
interesting.
love that so much. Look, it sounds like we're going to need a part two. You know, we've got this one, but you're going to have to keep going because we are going to need the books and the TV shows to keep up with. Thank you so much, Joe. Please let folks know where they can grab a copy of the book right now. Go ahead.
Anywhere books are sold.
That's always the best answer. Anywhere books are sold, you can grab you one. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning. Y'all be sure to go grab your copy today.